Following the Activision Blizzard layoffs hitting employees today, Venture reports that King's mobile game studio Z2Liv visiting down, resulting in the loss of 78 jobs. King, the developer behind Candy Crush Saga, acquired the Seattle-based studio back in 2015 for $45 million. Z2Liv was known for developing the mobile Gamasutra Storm, Online and Battle Nations. The publisher did not comment on any specific layoffs during its earnings call with investors, saying instead that it expects around 8% of its staff to be laid off. The studio was likely shut down as Activision Blizzard said the company is focusing on its core franchises, despite the fact that Z2Liv generated an estimated $200 million over the last few years. If you are someone you know has been affected by this closure, you can mail Gamasutra to share your story confidentially. Additionally, an updated document of studios currently hiring can be found here. THQ Nordic has distanced itself comments made by its subsidiary THQ Nordic and has backed Deep Silver's decision to launch Metro Exodus as a time exclusive on the Epic Games Store. At first glance it was a confusing sentence, so take a deep breath and hold on to your hat, because we are about to venture down the THQ rabbit hole. Reading. Here goes. THQ Nordic is the owner of Deep Silver and its parent company Koch Media, the latter of which still holds the rights to the Metro franchise, and yesterday suggested it was not enamored with the company's decision to pull Metro Exodus from Steam in favor of the Epic Store. We do not want to categorically exclude the possibility of timed exclusives for any of our games in the future, wrote THQ Nordic on Twitter. But speaking in the here and now, we definitely want to have the players choose the platform of their liking and make our portfolio available to as many outlets as possible. Now, THQ Nordic Games' own parent company, THQ Nordic, has distanced itself from those comments, and said it fully supports Koch Media's decision, as well as the autonomy of its various subsidiaries. I believe it's in the group's, and ultimately the consumer's, best interest that business decisions are made close to the market, and this is the group's consistent business model, said THQ Nordic chief exec Lars Wingefors. I firmly believe that Deep Silver and Koch Media have carefully considered the advantages and disadvantages, opportunities and risks in their decision to go solely with Epic Games Store. The decision has my full support. Wingefors has also realized the shortcomings of having two different business entities sharing the THQ Nordic name, and now plans to change the name of THQ Nordic to better reflect its status as the group's parent company, THQ Nordic, the operating entity based in Vienna, and the one that tweeted yesterday, will keep its current moniker. Tencent is looking to bring back Legends to China, as reported by the South China Morning Post. The Chinese tech giant is discussing the possibility with Electronic Arts to bring the Respawn-developed Battle Royale title into the country. This business move makes sense, seeing as how Apex Legends has already surpassed Fortnite single-day viewership record on Twitch, and has crossed 1 million concurrent players just under 72 hours after its initial launch. If the deal is successful, this would be the third Battle Royale title under Tencent's repertoire of popular games. It currently oversees Chinese distribution for Fortnite. Tencent holds a minority stake in Epic Games, and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. In this DD 2011 talk, Valve's Mike Ambinder explores how the company is making use of biofeedback, the measurement, display, analysis modification, manipulation, and response of psychological signals, to both explore new avenues of gameplay and improve in-house playtesting processes. Using Valve's own portal tool, Left 4 Dead 2, ANDALID and Swarm as examples, and Binder explains how the studio measured players' skin conductance response, heart rate, and eye movements to design titles that effectively toy with players' psychological limits. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events, and the service offers even more members-only content for GD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like GD Vault, already have full access to GD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the GD Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for GD Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office accompanied by contacting staff via the THEGDC Vault Group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact GD Vault technical support. Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Bunny ended its partnership with Activision ahead of schedule last month, taking ownership of the publishing rights. A Destiny 2 into the process. Now, in Activision Blizzard's quarterly earnings call, transcribed by Seeking Alpha, Activision Co. Johnson has shed some light on the breakup from Activision's point of view, calling attention to its ownership views and missed financial expectations that led up to the mutual decision to call the partnership off. He says that Activision itself was showing concern about Destiny's future given a few other factors, and when the company learned that Bunny was willing to acquire the publishing rights for the game, a deal was forged. Johnson said that, before that point, Activision was concerned about ongoing Destiny support, tying up one of our scarcest resources, which is developer time, since it had internal teams supplementing Bungie's own development work. On top of that, Johnson says that the Destiny intellectual property rights themselves were owned by Bungie, not Activision, which makes it difficult for the company to boost the franchise in the way it does with properties it itself owns. Controlling the underlying IP gives us the chance to move with new experiences and new engagement models, which also come with new revenue streams and of course structurally higher economics when you own the IP, says Johnson. At the same time, Johnson says that Destiny underperformed in the long run, and was not meeting Activision's financial expectations. He notes that this occurred despite Destiny 2 being highly critically acclaimed, high-quality content. The company, he explains, did not foresee the game being one of its big earners in the upcoming fiscal year. Johnson's earlier comments about developer time being one of Activision's scarcest resources is something reflected through Activision Blizzard's latest earnings report. The company announced that it would be reducing its workforce by an overall 8%, something that will be accomplished by reducing certain non-development and administrative-related costs across our business, in order to invest more in development for our biggest internally owned franchises. That 8% reduction ultimately sees an estimated 800 employees laid off. Escape from talk of developer Battlestate Games has issued 47 DMCA claims against YouTuber Erratic, overspreading incorrect information, and expressing overall negativity about their game. This is not the first time DMCA notices have been used as a way for developers to remove content that express a particular view, with FIRAWATCHDEVELOPACAMPO issuing a takedown last year, albeit under different circumstances. This is pretty notable, as it seems most DMCA notices usually revolve around piracy, copyright, or unfair use of content for monetization, not over false information. As reported by Polygon, Battlestate Games claims they had no other choice but to file a takedown against Erratic for reportedly uploading inaccurate video, claiming that user information, including passwords and personal information, had been leaked from the company databases. The studio claimed the misinformation was damaging to the company. The reason why we acted so strong and so quick is that we had to stop this misinformation about the data leak. A representative of Battlestate's public relations team